Just getting stuff set up. Can everyone hear me? Is the mic good? Trying a new setup. Haven't been able to go live till I got my internet. I bumped up speed in internet and got a new router, so I'm hoping everything sounds good. It's clean. It's ready to go. Pulling 150 megabytes, so I should be good as long as the mic is working. So let me know if the mic is working, just to make sure. So, if you've been following what we've been doing, in the chat here is a league. It's a 20-man league, so it's free to join in the league right there. It's completely free to join on DraftKings. If you have not already signed up to DraftKings, then you can use my link and we'll sign you up here. It's completely free to use, so if you haven't already signed up, go ahead, sign up there. But completely free to use, and whoever wins each week will get a month free. So we're going to run this every single week. We'll tweet this out. I'll post this on our Facebook page. I'll put it in these videos and stuff like that. So currently there's only 6 entries, so you guys have a really good chance to win. First come, first serve with 20 people each. If I win, no one wins a month, but whoever gets first place will get a month content access. So that is that. If you guys have questions, season long, startup sit 'em, let me know. Get those in the chat. If you have questions for FanDuel or DraftKings, let me know if it's FanDuel, DraftKings, Cash, or GPP. And if you have players, if you want to start those players or sit those players, let me know. So 30 minutes, I thought we'd start this off. If this goes well, I'm going to do this every week moving forward like I used to. I obviously, if you can tell, I moved my office and my internet is way better than it was. So I've upgraded the internet and hopefully we'll be able to help you guys. So again, we're going to go through some things. I'm going to go through the matchup tool and the wide receiver cornerback. These are all put out each week. So you can go to fantasyteamadvisors.com and these are put out early in the week. Well, the matchup tool is usually out by Wednesday. I took a little bit longer this week just because there was no Thursday Night Football and we had a Wednesday Night Football game. And I apologize for that. And with that, the cornerback or the wide receiver versus cornerbacks usually out on Fridays. And we're going to go over that. So just kind of looking at the wide receiver cornerback, which you can find on the website. Go to fantasyteamadvisors.com. You do right here, or I will just put it in there. So what we've done is we've gone through, and just because they're in red does not mean they're going to have a bad day. It's just that's where we're at. And I want to show you, we've got wide receivers, the team position, the height, which plays a factor, how many targets a game they're getting, receptions for the year, receiving yards per target, stuff like that, all the way through. Then we got the cornerbacks, and then all the way at the end, you can focus all the way at the end, the QB rating, and you can sort. So that's what I really like. So just kind of sorting. Right here, it looks like Henry Ruggs is a bad choice, but I mean he's facing the number one here. Now the problem is Derek Carr is very hit or miss, very streaky. Season long, I probably wouldn't go with Carr. DFS definitely could go with Carr for a GPP. So Henry Ruggs looking good. David Moore last week was, I think, the first wide receiver to have a touchdown with negative yards ever. I think he had -6 yards and a touchdown. So So, I mean, literally in 2020, anything can happen. But great tool here. You can go to fantasyteamadvisor.com, hover over the NFL. We've got the, right here, wide receiver, cornerback breakdown. You've got the matchup tool. Then we got our cheat sheet and our lineups. So with the lineups, we have 3 GPP and 3 cash lineups for FanDuel and DraftKings. So we have 12 lineups for you guys. Obviously, they are a building block. You can use it there. If you guys have any questions at all, please get those in the chat. I'm trying to help you. So season long, DFS, whatever you guys have, let us know. If you guys are interested, we are having a sale still. We do a lot of free information during the week. You get a ton of information. But if you guys would like to see some more content, a cheat sheet, you guys would like to see the lineups that we use, feel free. You can email me right now, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Maybe. Woo. Okay, so fantasyteamadvisors.com. You can hit FTA Plus, or you can email me right now. There's only 20 people that can do this. We have a coupon code for 20 people. You can get a year pass, normally $3.99. You can get it for $99. That's a full year, 365 days, up until next December 6th of 2021. As long as the world doesn't end, you're going to get all the content: weekly NFL, weekly MMA, PGA, daily NBA, daily MLB, and if we go into more sports, college football, stuff like that, that will be included with it. So you want $300 off, email me right now, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. Now that I know my internet's working and the mic is working, do you guys have questions? DFS, stardom, sit-em, season long, weather. We're really good with weather. Just looking at it, there's not much at all. Let's see. Found this on Reddit, and if you're not on Reddit, I highly suggest NFLweather.com. As far as I know, it's completely free, but just kind of looking at it, you can build through. I mean, we don't have many problems here. I mean, the only thing we're looking at is it's cold, it's colder, it's 30 degrees, but we don't have those. I mean, the past few weeks we've had 50, 50, 55 mile-an-hour gusts, which is just absolutely bonkers to think about. But we don't have that right now. So, I mean, we have 2 mile-an-hour wind here, 13. 13 is the highest in the games, which I'll take that. But we don't have any rain. So that is the plus. So feel free, if you feel like you need to, throw people from a dome. I love Kirk Cousins this week. So there's not much going on with weather, which is fantastic to finally, be able to say that. So that being said, no weather that we need to worry about. But yeah, so what questions do you guys have? Season long, DFS, whatever. And what I like about using the OneNote here, or the OneDrive, is I can edit this. You guys can also click into it. You can edit yourself. It will not save for anybody else. I don't even think it'll save for you if you refresh the page, but you can check it out. You've got all the tools that you need. But yeah, so if you guys are watching this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not. We do have a new Facebook page, which I will add here. The other one, they wouldn't allow me to change the URL. They said I can't do it even though I own the rights to it, which is stupid. But yeah, so I am going to link this, and this will be on everywhere as well. But that is our new Facebook page. If every 100 likes, someone's going to win a free month of DFS content. So let's build that up. Let's build this YouTube page up. But I'm just going to go through some things. If you guys don't have questions, this really isn't going to last that long. But looking at that, who am I? So I've probably built 50 lineups today for FanDuel and DraftKings, also Drafters.com. But I found myself having You can kind of build out using A-Rod and Devontae Adams. You kind of gotta get a little bit more. You got to get a little bit more creative when you're looking at running backs, but chalk is a big thing. So in cash, chalk is pretty much where you want to be because you know you'll cash. So Myles Gaskin is pretty much chalk. I think he might be the highest owned because of his price is so low. I love David Montgomery there specifically on DraftKings just because the PPR format, or if you have him in season long with PPR, he's going to get you those passes. And he's going up against a terrible defense, which you can find in the matchup tool. If you guys like this matchup tool, I hand do this every single week. I pull the stats by hand every single week. So it would help out with likes. If you guys ever feel like you want to donate, you can. You don't have to, but this takes a very, very long time. So just kind of looking at running backs. As you can see, let me make it a little bit smaller. David Montgomery. Technically, he is in the best spot for running backs for this week. The Lions give up an average of 30.7. Now, the Bears are only averaging 13.81 fantasy points per game, and Montgomery has been out a couple of games, so it's not been the best, and the whole, quarterback situation hasn't helped him. But in 10 games this season, 142 attempts, 575 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, averaging only about 57.5 yards a game. But where he's at really is the passing game. 35 receptions in 10 games and receptions, 35 for 47, 252, averaging about 25.2 yards a game in the air, 2 receiving touchdowns, 1 fumble, 14 first downs. Passing, he has 32 first downs in the rushing game as well. So he is getting the looks. He is getting he's averaging about 80 yards a game is an average combined rushing and that. But I really love his price there. It's super low there. Next is Houston Texans really haven't been able to stop anyone in the run this season. That brings us the Colts. Now the problem is it's a 3-headed beast. What Colts are going to get carries or passes? Jonathan Taylor's been very up and down. He's coming back from COVID. He has the best stats on the team by far. The problem is, he can get vultured by Neiman Hines. He can even get vultured by Jordan Wilkins. But I will tell you, building my lineups, I have a lot of Montgomery. I have a lot of Jonathan Taylor. I threw in Neiman Hines a little bit just because in GPPs because I think people will be off of him a little bit more because Taylor is coming back. So very GPP-ish. The problem is Green Bay Packers give up a ton of points on the ground, but Doug Peterson doesn't know what to do with his team. He's probably going to get fired this season. Probably could get fired today or tomorrow. But Miles Sanders and Boston Scott, when you have someone like Miles Sanders, give him the ball. Let him run. It's been very back and forth. It's stupid. It's very stupid. Boston Scott's more in the, pass catching and, he's in the special teams. But now Jordan Howard is back, so what's going to happen? We're looking at that. So, question in the chat. Hey, I need some advice. I can start 2 wide receivers in the flex. Michael Thomas, A.J. Brown, Devontae Parker, Kupp, Woods, Debo. Jesus, you have a lot. First off, I'm going A.J. Brown because he can, as we saw last week, Brown can, what was it, like a 59-yard touchdown or something like that? So looking at that, I love A.J. Brown. It's always a toss-up between Kupp and Woods because who's going to get the bulk there? I think they both could have a good game. Just kind of looking at wide receivers here for you, Fame Tiger. And if you guys don't use this tool, please, fantasyteamadvisor.com. You can use the matchup tool. It's super free, easy, everything. I should be charging for this because this takes a long time to put together. I realize you can find all of these stats on the internet, but you can't find them in a chart like this. So this is fantasy points allowed. That's how it is. So kind of looking at where the Rams located. The Rams are right here. So the Cardinals are giving up about 31.85 fantasy points a game Cooper Kupp is number 1 with 763 yards, but Robert Woods is right behind him at 679. I honestly, I would go Cook. So I would go A.J. Brown and Cook. So then that really leaves, the problem is Michael Thomas. We know who he is. But you probably, I would assume you drafted Michael Thomas first round with your first pick. Probably. Maybe second round if somehow he got to the second round. Looking at that, I probably would go Brown, Kupp, and Michael Thomas. Now, Michael Thomas had a pretty good game 2 weeks ago against Atlanta. The problem is it's Taysom Hill. He looked terrible throwing the ball before, but 2 games ago, Michael Thomas was able to have a good game. But it's really going to come down to, will it be a Michael Thomas game or will it be a Alvin Kamara game? Because one of those guys is going to connect with Taysom Hill because he can't run it the entire time. But honestly, you got to go Michael Thomas because you probably used your first round pick on him. I'd go A.J. Brown, and it's really between Kupp and Woods, and I think Kupp has the game. Now, obviously, either of them can have it. Both of them could have it. But I have a lot of exposure to Kupp this week. I do have exposure to Woods. But yeah, and I mean, Benny Snell, you're going to be waiting. Can you really wait until, is it Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday with them. No, Monday, tomorrow afternoon. So it's just, who knows? James Conner, I think, is eligible to come back, but it doesn't sound like he will play. But if he does play, then you're going to be screwed with Snell. So I think you pretty much just got to take Snell out of there. And I'm still leaning Thomas, Brown, and Kupp is where I'd go. Julio is playing. Yes, he is. But as we saw last time he played, he left hurt, which I still don't think. I don't know why they're rushing him back. Is Julio out finally? Is Julio finally out? Is that real? Let's see. Julio Jones is listed as active today. And it's still a hamstring. I'm still not. I don't like that. But yeah, so Julio is in. I still like Ridley, Gage a little bit if you're looking at that on the flip side. So again, guys, if you guys are interested, we've got a league going. Okay, so that is a free link right there, DraftKings link. It's 20 man. There's currently 7 people. So if you guys are interested, you can sign up with my link as well. Okay, so DraftKings link, it is a league. We're going to do it every single week. The winner, whoever gets first place in this, will get a free month of content. So, if you guys are interested, it's completely free. Click that link, sign up with DraftKings. If you have not already, use my link, please. Sign up to that league. First place will get a month free. If I win, no one gets a month. So, build a better lineup, completely free, no entry needed. Go check that out. So, if we have more interest, I might do a FanDuel one as well. But like I said, I plan on making more videos. I know I haven't been live for a few weeks because my internet was in and out. And anytime I tried to stream, it completely lagged out and then it didn't work. So I do plan on going live any Sunday that I possibly can. If you guys have questions, please feel free. Again, if you have not, please follow us on our new Facebook page. This is a new one. We're changing them. We're changing it over. We're going to be doing a lot of social media. Follow us on Twitter. And we'll help you out. So, just kind of looking at the matchup tool, players, just looking at my player pool, if I were to build out, I have a ton of exposure Just looking at quarterbacks, I do have some exposure to Colt McCoy just because Seahawks give up the most amount of fantasy points to quarterbacks. They also give up the most amount of fantasy points to the wide receivers. So I do have a GPP stack of the Giants. Now, looking at this, you'll see people will be all over Slayton or Sterling Shepard. I'm on Golden Tate because he is super cheap. And, I mean, he has more touchdowns than Shepard. He has one less than Slayton. I realize it's Colt McCoy, but super cheap. The ownership is very low on him. So if you guys have any questions during the week, please hit us up on fantasyteamadvisors.com. You can email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. If you guys would like, we are currently running a promo. There's only 20 spots left. All you have to do is email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. We have a lot of contests going on, but currently right now we have a couple. So if you want a year pass, every sport we possibly do for a year, 365 days, usually $3.99 for the year. We're giving it to you for $99. All you got to do is email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. Put in the description or the subject year pass, and then just say you'd be interested in it, and we'll give you our Venmo or give you the PayPal. You guys can sign up. We'll get you access to the website for $99 instead of $3.99. So any questions at all before we end this? A lot of free tools you guys can check out. These are out every single week. Satish, what do you think Davante Adams value today? Value-wise, he's super high on DFS. Season long, you're playing Davante Adams. So those are the things that I have questions about. So you have season long. You drafted these guys. You drafted DeAndre. I saw questions about, are we sitting DeAndre Hopkins? You are not sitting the guy you most likely put your first pick on. No matter how bad the matchup, there's a reason why you drafted them. Number one. A lot of information. You're not sitting Davante Adams. Michael Thomas has been the one that I could see you sitting. I wouldn't sit him this week. If you drafted Julio Jones first round, that's one I could look at for you sitting because he's not healthy. I don't know why Atlanta is trying to throw him out there. They're not going anywhere. He's just going to get hurt. He's not going anywhere, and I don't know why they do that, but here we are. So any questions, guys, that you may have that I could hopefully answer? What I want to do is put out like a schedule of when things are out. So normally Mondays, I do as much. So once Sunday is through, Monday morning I pull the stats off ESPN and I put it in this matchup tool. And this does take me a long time, no doubt about it. But I can do most of the teams. The problem is now we've got 2 games on Monday, and then we have 2 games on, or 1 game on Tuesday. So it's hard to do the matchup tool there when we're looking at multiple days of the week. So matchup tool will normally be out by Wednesday at the very latest. We have rankings as well. Go check those out. Those are put out every single week. Normally by Wednesday, sometimes Thursday. If there's no Thursday night game, then maybe, Fridays we put them out. We do a lot of stuff for MMA. Been killing it with MMA. We got cheat sheets. We've got lineups. PGA as well. MLB when that comes back. NBA is 20 days away? You can get the entire NBA season and every other sport we do for $99 if you email me right now, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. I'm going to start doing first look for the next week of NFL. I kind of would like to, the problem is looking at lineups.com, that's where we get the over-unders and the totals and stuff like that. The problem with that is when there are, Monday night games and Tuesday night games, it takes a while for the lines to come out, at least on the screen. So I can look at stuff like that. If you guys have questions, definitely will be looking to help you out each and every week. I know this is, for most people, this is the last week before the playoffs start for season long. Some, have a couple weeks to go, which is always kind of weird. I don't like the season long ones where, it goes until week 17 because, if there are teams that are already out, the studs might sit and you might be playing the third string and just see what you got. So that's kind of always been weird. But yeah, so if you guys have questions throughout the week, always feel free. You can hit us up on Twitter at advisors_team. I'll answer questions there. If you DM me, I kind of have to check out because it's in the message request and it doesn't pop up and give me a notification of message requests. So that's always there. But yeah, throughout the week, I'll always be answering questions. If you follow us on our new Facebook page, hopefully I'll be able to answer questions there as well. But yeah, so if you guys don't have any other questions, we'll end this live stream. We'll look forward to making videos throughout the week. Moving forward, we will be looking at doing, so just like with this DraftKings League with NFL, when NBA starts, I don't know how it's going to work, with COVID and stuff like that. But I think most of the time, we'll do a league for like Friday night or Saturday where most of the teams are playing. Each week, whoever wins NBA will get a week for free since it's every day thing instead of NFL, which is, once a week. So we'll do a league there. We'll do an MLB league. I'll even put out league for FanDuel and DraftKings. So be on the lookout for giveaways on the Facebook page, which I have put in the chat. Which I will also tweet out. We do giveaways there. We do the advice, season-long, DFS, whatever it is. Hopefully there to help you. So that's all I've got for you guys right now. I'm working on a lot of things behind the scenes on the website. As you can see, the internet's been really good today, so I hope it goes forward. I hope we're really looking at building a community again. So that being said, I'm going to end this video, and hopefully this does help you out. If you guys ever use our advice, our matchup tool, our cheat sheets, our lineups, our rankings, stardom, sit 'em here. If you guys win, send me a screenshot so I can put it on the website. I'll black out your picture, or not your picture and your username on FanDuel or DraftKings if you ask me to, just so people don't see them. But yeah, so if you ever win big, so if anyone ever uses our advice and wins at least $1,000, tweet at us at advisors_team. We'll give you a free year. So anyone who wins using our advice and you can prove you used it, we will give you, let's go a month. Let's start off with a month and then we'll go from there. See how good this goes. So that being said, guys and gals, I will end this chat. Be on the lookout all week. We do have content on the website. We have main slate lineups. We have early only, afternoon/primetime lineups. Those are all on the website. Those are things you guys asked for. They are there. Go check it out. Again, you can get a year for $300 off. Normally $399. You get it for $99. Right now, if you email me, support@fantasyteamadvisors.com. In the subject line, say, I would like a year for $99. We'll get you the coupon code. We'll sign you up on the website, and we will get you going for a full year NFL, NBA, MLB, MMA, PGA. If we get into college football, college basketball, we'll get you going there as well. So that's all I got, guys. Good luck this week, week 13. Hopefully you guys have some fire lineups going to get you in the playoffs for your season long. Let's bring home some bacon with our DFS lineups as well. DraftKings, FanDuel, Drafters, whatever you guys have. Good luck this week. Bring home the bacon. Peace out, guys.